3 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Ready.
All right. So hello, everyone. Welcome to today's program, the American Job Center's virtual career series, How to Research Careers. This is the third program of the 3. With so much flux and uncertainty in the job market, the library is partnering with the North Riverside American Job Center in order to offer the Orland Park Community virtual access to experts that can help you get your job search oriented. This series will be timely and will help you prepare to apply and interview remotely, as well as how to explore a career change as the job market is undergoing dramatic shifts. And without further ado, we have Abel Figueroa, and thank you so much for doing this.
Oh, thank you for having us. We are the Southwest Orange County American Job Center, as you mentioned, we're in the North Riverside. And we're going to begin with this presentation as career search. Funding for this effort is made possible through the grant provided by the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership. Let us begin. Okay, without further ado, let's begin here. Today we're going to be talking about Illinois Worknet Center and how this free website can help you with your career search. We're going to review skill entrance surveys. We're going to talk about a little bit more about that and how you can find out about career path you want to take. Also, we're going to talk about labor market information. All right, here's where you can learn more about demand occupations. And last, our next one, the Workforce Innovator Opportunity Act, called WIOA. It's a Title I program, federally funded. You can take advantage of this. If you're low income or collecting unemployment, you can take advantage through this program and go to training. And we'll give you more details about that. Also, we have free online learning resources that you can do at your own self-pace, and these are websites that partnered up with major universities. Okay, let's move along. All right, Illinois Worknet. It's not only an online resource for local and statewide resources and tools to help individuals and employers and workforce education partners to achieve their training and employment goals, but it's also a source for facilitating statewide programs. This is sourced through Illinois Worknet. We're going to be reviewing more in detail. As you can see in the slide, Illinois Worknet in the menu can help you navigate the entire website. You can explore from careers, okay, training and credentials, where we'll see in a minute about why you are approved training programs as well. You can qualify for jobs. Here you can prepare to find a job, resume writing, job skills guide. These are a few examples actually that you can see in the menu. And if we keep talking about this, we'll be here all afternoon. If you have any questions, you can also raise your hand in the page, and you can, host can let me know if you have any questions. All right, let's move along. Right, skill interest and surveys. You might be wondering why I selected this, and this is part of the Illinois Worknet. Usually Illinois skill surveys can help you, right, pretty much explore what makes you you. It goes through a series of questions, all right, like the interest profiler, right? You can see it's in your upper right-hand corner. It takes about 10 to 20 minutes to answer. The interest profiler can help you identify your interests and match them with a wide variety of careers. Results are displayed in a score from 0 to 30. Believe me, this is very accurate, and I'll give you an example later on. After that, we have the skills profiler. Okay, it's on your left-hand side, the bottom part. As well, 10 to 20 minutes. And the skill profiler helps you identify occupations that use the skills you like. It also helps you recognize skills that transfer between occupations. Work importance locator, again in the bottom right-hand corner. Work importance locator. 5 to 15 minutes this will take. The work importance locator can help you learn more about your work values and help you decide what kind of jobs and careers you might want to explore. And last but not least, career cluster inventory. Here as well, take you 5 to 25 minutes. This inventory will identify which career cluster might be a good fit for you. All right, and you might ask, why should I use them? That'd be a good question. If you ask, why should I use them? Knowing you're good and what you are interested in can help you make the best career of your choice. When you find a job that matches your skills and interests, you are more likely to be satisfied and find success. Now, employers can also more likely notice you as well. Okay, let me give you an example. What I mean by that. If we access the career cluster inventory, if you notice, it has about 80 questions, right? And the very first one is display. If it's pretty much asking go fishing, you can answer if you like that very much, you like fishing, you're not sure, or you dislike. When you complete this 80 questions, it will give you your results. Okay, so you can explore careers based on this as well. So let's move along in the next slide. Career cluster inventory. This is the results. Okay. If you notice, the top two have the same score, number 10, right? Why does it have the same score, you might ask? Well, based on the answers you provide, the program will rate it equal with the same interests. So I can share a little about you that this is actually my score. I took this when I first learned about Illinois Worknet, and I became certified for Illinois Worknet Professional. Pretty much, it's very accurate. Usually, when I was a young man, I wanted to be an architect. Pretty much, it was very accurate. Then later on in life, I found out that I like information technology. I like computers. You can say I'm good working with my hands, right? Number 9, arts and visual technology as well. If you notice, there's a few of them that have the same score. Pretty much, you can say I like art. My preferred choice is music as well. So science and engineering, I'm really good at math. So I like to say, if you don't understand something, please ask the question so I don't confuse you. Because let me give you an example. When I used to teach my son math, he used to tell me, Dad, you're confusing me. So don't be afraid to let me know, okay? That sounds really good. So let's move along. All right. So once you know the job and career that matches your skill and interests, you can learn more about the jobs by looking at the labor market information. Okay. Now, labor market information, will include, the expected number of jobs or openings, that you want to pursue a career. Pretty much, where are the jobs and where are the ones that pay the most? Now, one of the things that you want to ask yourself, how much the job pays. Can you live a lifestyle in that? Most of us, like to have a nice car, correct? Nice house, perhaps, or like to go out with friends. Something like that you can research, right? Also has, working conditions information. Do you like working with people, machines, right? Is there heavy lifting, crazy work hours? This is something you can research with the labor market information. Knowledge and skills and interest information. Does it seem like a career that matches your skills and interests? We'll show you an example later on. Also, if it's related job and training, are there any jobs that use similar skills that you have? Right? Could those jobs be good for backup plan or career advancement? This is something you can do. All right. Career wedges and trends. Here's part of the labor market information. Okay, this is where you can find out more about specific career of interest. And of course, based on the skills and interest survey, for example, the career wages and trends, you can find out what is the demand of your career, how much does it pay, growth, working conditions, and so on. Right? Let's move along to slide number 9 and 10 as well, where there's a 16 career cluster industry base of your interest skill survey. You can research about the career you want to go into. In the next few slides, I'm going to show you how you can find out more information about a particular career. Let's take a look. All right. For example, you see here in the 16 career industries, let me show you about health and science, right? Once you select health and science, it will display in alphabetical order all the careers, okay? Since I have selected healthcare, right, and it's listed in alphabetical order, let me show you that I have clicked at the bottom. It's highlighted, certified medical systems. Let's find out more. Once you do that, at a glance, it gives you quick facts. You know, the wages, how much does it make? You can earn up to $35,000 per year, right? Employment is very large. The 10-year growth, it's about average, and the annual openings is very high. If you notice at the bottom, it says preparation. You're a medical assistant, typically needs a high school diploma or equivalent, complete a medical assistant training program. So this is what you can learn. If you look at the top of the slide, you see job facts, wages, skill training, and find jobs and information. There's a drop-down menu, right? And in each section, you can learn more about what does it contain and who we are. For example, the job facts and wages has a glance that we just saw a minute ago. Overview, employment outlook, wages and trends. You notice the skill and training. Here has the interest, knowledge, skills and abilities, helpful high school courses, preparation, licensing, and training programs. You can visit to see, schools that provide this type of training. And the last one, find out job information, physical demands, working conditions, and you can also use Illinois Worknet Job Finder to find jobs in this field. It also has similar jobs, and you can watch videos to learn more about that. So let's move along to the next one. I have selected in the Outlook, right? Pretty much it tells you here in highlighted area, the Cook County, what's the employment rate. If you notice, it's 26,027 openings. Pretty much very large, right? The growth is about 4.3% for this occupation. It says all occupations about 5.6, and the annual openings is very high. So in these times, unprecedented times, you notice that healthcare is in demand, as you can see. Pretty much this is where we can learn more about it. All right. One more thing that I like to share from the Cook Workforce Partnership website, it has something that says, where are the jobs? And this is a summary of Cook County Online job postings. If you looked at it on the left side in the graph, IT is very high in demand. And right now there's a lot of IT jobs openings. And you can learn more about the growth in actual labor market information through Illinois JobLink, right? So this is one of the things that you can find out what is it the career you want to pursue. All right. And the next slide here we have part of the where are the jobs. If you notice it, IT, the skills, pretty much you database SQL, right? Credentials, what does it ask you about? Credentials, IT infrastructure, library, project management, so you can do certified info system security, and occupations, software developer engineers, IT project managers, and so on, right? As well, at the bottom says sales and business and financial, pretty much have some skills, credentials, and occupations. One more that we can see, healthcare. The skills is patient care and treatment planning, scheduling, data entry, customer service, and communication skills. If you notice, customer service and communication skills. And these are the transferable skills if you have customer service. Let's say if you work in the retail industry. This is one of the transferable skills, and I'm sure my colleagues in the previous webinars, they talked about resume development, right? This is what things you can utilize. as far as transferable skills. Pretty much in any industry that you work, you'll have transferable skills. Even if you work in manufacturing, right? You like working with your hands. IT, you can work with your hands, basically. So that's a transferable skill. Any questions so far before we move on? I guess not. Well, we'll continue. Let's move along. All right, now we're going to talk about the WIOA, all right? The Workforce Innovator Opportunity Act, which is a program that we work with. And right now there's a lot of demand in truck driving. And these training programs are Workforce Innovator Opportunity Act, WIOA. Local Workforce Innovation Board has identified them as programs that are qualified for WIOA funded training. Like I mentioned earlier, if you are low income or collecting unemployment, you can qualify to go to school for free, all right? It will cost you not a single penny. So one of the requirements for many of these programs is that they lead to high demand occupations in Illinois. So use searches below to review the options for why you're eligible. Now, one of the things is your local American Job Center can help you, with this as far as, in the process. So check out Illinois Worknet. Also, you can look for American Job Centers closer to you. All right, moving along, start your search, okay? Now here, and we're gonna go through the left side on the start your search training programs. It has a drop-down menu that also you can not only search for training programs, but you also can search by training providers. You have to change it to browse, training providers, and then on this right side was the search, you can change it to browse, right? Once you do that, it will display all the training providers alphabetical order and ranging from 0 to the 9 as well. As we move along, the Local Workers Innovation Area, the LWIA, which is Local Workers Innovation Area, there's about 22 sectors, and we in Cook County are LWI 7 that you can select. And then the job, family, and related occupations, it will display pretty much the industries, right? And I'm going to give you an example in the next slide. Here I have selected transportation material moving for truck driving, right? I'd enter the zip code where 60546 is no Riverside, and I wanted to search within 25-mile area, right? If you notice at the bottom, it found about 13 results, right? Right away, it's giving me 13 results. So 13 providers that offer CDL, commercial driver's license. Not only that, but on the right side, I have selected as well in the keywords, Class A CDL truck driving. If you notice, it displays the entire training programs for CDL. It ranges from 160 driving to CDL basic at the bottom, right? All these are programs. Moving along. In the next section, once you selected the correct truck driving program, it'll take you to the pretty much the provider, and it give you the program description at the top. Right above program description, notice approved by LWIA 7. Again, I have mentioned. And you live in the Cook County area, it's LW 7. Okay. So the program description gives you a brief about what consists of truck driving. If you notice, it says this course is designed to teach the basics of driving a commercial motor vehicle with eligibility for 3 endorsement: hazmats, tanker, doubles, triples. So this is one of the things that's very important to ask when you go and you want to go into truck driving. So it gives you more in detail. If we move along, the bottom says training program type is vocational program type. So vocational program are not covered by financial aid. So this is where the WIOA program comes in. So right below the provider information, professional truck driving school, right? It's a WIOA approved, right? It also gives you the link to visit the provider. There's also the contact information. Moving along. And then here is where it says associated job families and occupations. Very important. Transportation material moving occupation. If you notice in the blue letters, heavy and tractor trailer truck drivers. It gives you the labor market information. The little sign out there, pretty much. You can click in there and find out more, just like we viewed in the previous slides. Okay, so one of the things is certifying licensing and registry. This is through the Secretary of State, right? The quality assurance, Secretary of State. Education information. Here's what you can find out. How long does it take? It's a 9-week course, right? 240 hours, right? You notice you get 0 credits because it's a vocational program, right? This is how much the tuition costs, books, tests, and the total cost it is. It's about $4,000. Now the WIOA, the Workforce Innovative Opportunity Act, covers up to $5,000. It's a voucher that covers up to $5,000. So in other words, it will cover the entire amount, right? In the red section, pretty much once you're accepted into the program, right, they should set up an appointment with the school. You should bring them their driver's license and proof of residency. Now their advisors will go over the Cdl Training program, make sure the application meets, right, the requirements, truck driving industry standards, years and age as well. You can start at age 18. However, if you travel, outside the state, you must be 21. Again, it says at the bottom, it says approved for this occupation is $5,000. Now, one of the things that, entry requirements, drug and alcohol screening, it's very important, for them to do that. They do physical exam to ensure you fit. Remember, you're driving an 80-ton vehicle. So you must be 18 years or older, like I mentioned earlier. You must hold the Illinois driver's license to begin a proof of residency. This is one of the things that the requisites pretty much the schools require. All right, moving along. Now here gives you the non-discrimination, equal opportunity, and disability provisions. They have to display that. Program offerings, this is something you need to keep in mind that if you're not working, you can do full-time enrollment. If you are working, perhaps part-time will do. They have classroom instruction. They also have weekend. Night class is something that you can do in the meantime. If you work in a part-time or full-time employment, or you're not working currently, you can do full-time enrollment. So this is one of the things that you can do your research with Illinois Worknet. And then very important that I like to point out the performance data. Make sure the school has a high rate success. As far as we also recommend, when people come to our office and they want to do truck driving, we like for them to visit minimum of 3 schools. Why 3 schools? Because they want to ensure that they get the right training. They're going to provide it with the right skills to be successful in that industry. Now, there's a demand for that. And we want to ensure that they can, be successful and attain a job. And that's the ultimate goal. When you go to training, we want to ensure that your success and you find a job. And the green line, has 35 people completed, 25 completed the program successfully, 21 successfully exited the WIO program, and 17 got hired for some sort of related job, right? So this is very important. Let's move along. We're almost there at the end. I thought we were going to take longer than this, but the last one would be basically, like I mentioned earlier, right? Free courses you can take online. Okay, this is something you can do on your own self-paced. So this free learning resources, right, during COVID, Coursera is one of the biggest ones that right now the state of Illinois have partnered up with. And they're offering university level courses basically for free. You can visit Coursera.org, and I believe the links have been posted on the side. Here you can basically join for free, create an account as well with Illinois Worknet, and explore what careers they have. So there's several online resources out there, and I'm going to show you one more, actually two more. This one, Allison, as well. This is something you can do as well. Empower yourself. They have so many trainings for free you can do on your own. If you don't mind teaching yourself, this is something you can take advantage of. Believe me, I have tried it and it works. For example, Allison, I'm taking right now music theory, and it's very good. I can recommend that. As well with the previous one, if you don't mind going back, Coursera, I have taken an online music course for guitar, and believe me, this was from the Boston College of Music, and the professors are really, really good. I recommend that. Okay, so one more that I like to show you, edX. This is another one. If you notice at the bottom, these are online resources. They team up with respective universities. In Berkeley, University of California, if you notice that, Harvard University, Boston University, and so on. Even the Hong Kong Polytechnic University. So pretty much there's so much information out there at your fingertips that you can take advantage of this. Okay. So, and this unprecedented times you can do so. If I think we have time, I'd like to show you a little bit about Illinois Worknet. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, here are the links that I want you to take. If you have any questions, after this presentation, you want to reach out to me, there's my email address, and I believe it was also displayed there. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. Let me exit this, and we're going to go directly to, okay, Illinois Worknet. All right, now we are live. So again, like I mentioned earlier, the menu. Here, if you click on every link.
Excuse me. So we can't see the Illinois Worknet yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay, let me see. Where am I? Has my supervisor come back?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. I think that you need to share a different screen.
Sure.
Yeah, if you could try and hit share. And if not, we can move to questions if you like.
Sure. Let me see if I can do something right now, really quick.
Okay.
Actually, no. I don't understand why I'm not sharing this. Okay, share screen. Oh, here we are.
Yeah, don't see anything yet. Oh, yes.
You can see it now?
Yep.
Okay, excellent. Thank you for letting me know. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting your name.
Oh, Duke.
Duke, okay. Well, thank you, Duke. And
no problem.
Okay, like I mentioned earlier, Illinois Worknet, here we are. If you notice in the menu, if we click in every single section, it will display more. And this is where you can explore a career guide, right? Skill interest and survey. If you want to take the interest skill survey, please do create an account with Illinois Worknet, and you can take advantage of this surveys, which is very accurate. Don't forget to answer honestly. Okay. Career wedges and trends. Again, we saw this and how the occupations, 16 occupations are displayed, and learn more about it. All right, the amount of occupation search as well. You can search about occupation and see more details. Employment 101, something here they can help you prepare for employment. This way you can find out where are the jobs that, they're in demand as well, with the other information that you will find. Labor market information, don't forget again, is part of the career wages and trend search that you can, take advantage of that. And also they have career exploration videos. You can take advantage of that as well, career exploration resources, okay? Something that I like to mention, training and credentials, YO approved training programs. This is what we saw earlier. Let me click on it one more time so you can see what part of it that we're using. Start your search here. Just waiting to populate. All right, here it is. Remember I mentioned earlier about you can also search by training providers. Here's where you can go and then click on training providers, right? And then select here from search to browse. So it will display in alphabetical order and also in numeric 0 through 9, right? All the training providers in alphabetical order, right? For example, I believe Orland Park has Moraine Valley, I believe is closer to Orland Park, right? So you can see in alphabetical order. If I'm not mistaken, Moraine Valley might be in the second page. Okay, we go to the second page, and here you are, Moraine Valley Community College. If you click on the link, here you can see all the training programs the Wordpress Innovator Opportunity Act pays, right? Accounting assistant clerk, these are certificates, okay, that will pay. So in some instances, it will pay a 2-year degree, but most of the time it'll be a certificate. And some of this offer credits, I believe so. Let's take a let's look at this accounting assistant clerk really quick. Again, if you notice, approved by LWI 7, program description, right? Like we went over vocational program, right? Moraine Valley Community College. Visit the website if you want the program information. Has a map of the location. Again, labor market information. Don't forget that it's here. All right, pretty much here, right? It's an industry recognized certification, so it's 48 weeks. But guess what? It gives you 29 credit hours. Something you want to look into it. At least you're halfway through your associate's degree, and it's all going to be paid by the YO program. Now, here the total cost is about $6,000. But at the bottom, application procedure, right? This occupation is approved for $5,000. So you're very close to the $6,000. Don't forget, there's financial aid for this one, Pell Grants, Illinois Monetary Award Program. So you can apply for these, right? Prior WIOA, whatever you don't get to cover, guess what? WIOA would cover with the $5,000. This is very important. Okay. Don't forget full-time enrollment, part-time as well. Night classes, day classes, very important. And don't forget the performance data here, very important that you look into it. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm going a little bit too fast. Let me go back to the, here we are. Oh, all right, here we are. So now you know how you can do some search. Like again, my email is there in case you have any questions. All right, we'll go back to training programs and let me go back to the beginning, the menu again. All right, we were in the training credentials. You qualify for jobs. Here you can also prepare, find a job guide, virtual job fairs, which now it's in demand. You know, Illinois Worknet also has job fair, virtual job fairs as well. If you visit our Facebook page, which I'm going to display later on, you can also look for virtual job fairs on our Facebook page or I'll say website, but we're working on that right now. So job skills guys, digital literacy guys as well, resume writing guys. So this is all at your fingertips. Do we have any questions out there? No? Okay, let's move along. So job opening and recruitment. So hiring employers, you know, here Illinois Worknet Job Finder as well, right? Illinois Job Link worked with Illinois Job Link as well. So this is something you can do in your spare time, or you're currently laid off and you want to, do career transition. This is the place where you can go to find out more about, what type of career you want to do. Um, any other questions? I believe I came to the end of my presentation. If you have any questions, let me see, where am I?
Oh, yes. So let me find that last link while we wait and see if there's any questions.
Sure.
One moment.
Can you see my presentation, Duke?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Okay, thank you.
Here, let me just copy this real quick. All right. Yes, I believe this is it. Let me. Oh, there is a question.
Sure.
From Heather. Does everyone on UE qualify for WIOA, or is it only low income?
Pretty much, I can say everyone, if you're collecting unemployment insurance, you'll be able to qualify. Now, if you're not collecting unemployment insurance, there's other ways you can qualify. You could be a displaced homemaker as well, or they can do an income calculation based on your earnings. And sometimes when you're not making enough, you'll be able to qualify for that as well. Would that answer your question, Heather?
Yes, she said
Okay.
yes. And
Thank you.
I'm unable to paste this link. Is it any chance that you could?
Which one?
The PDF. I'm unable
PDF?
to.
Oh, no, you're not. Okay, let me see if I can find it on Illinois Worknet, and I will send you the link. Perhaps and they can request it, or they can email me as well to request it. How
Oh
about
yes.
that?
They can email you, and they can also email me if they would like the link. I'll put my email as well. But do we have any last minute questions before Mr. Figueroa finishes up? If not, we will end this program. And the Orland Park Library wants to thank Mr. Figueroa for doing this.
Thank you.
We want to thank the American Job Center. And also, we're going to be doing the same 3 programs of this series. We're going to be doing them in the fall again in case you missed one of them. So we're going to do one in September, October, and November. If you need the exact dates, you can check the Orland Park Library's calendar. But we appreciate everybody for attending this Zoom webinar. So thank you. And do you have any last minute things, Mr. Figueroa?
No, thank you so much. If anyone would like to reach out to me, my email, hopefully my email is there. Everyone can see my email at the bottom, is il.sercohq.com. And I'll be happy to answer any questions they have regarding either Illinois Worknet Illinois Worknet. I'm sorry, Chicago Cookworks. You know, a little bit Allison and edX and Coursera. I've been browsing through it, so any guidance I can provide, by all means, do email me. But if you want to know more about the YO program, again, I can answer any questions about that as well.
All right. Well, thank you again. I will end the webinar right now. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.